How's my hair? Well, today you may notice we're at another cemetery. This cemetery is located in Dromana, just at the base of the Arthur Seat Road. And we've been up and down Arthur Seat a couple of times, so we'll probably do that again. Have a look at some of the little lookouts, include those, because I know I've missed them in a previous video. But let's have a little wander around here. There are two levels at Dromana Cemetery. It's an upper level where we are right now, and there's a lower level where we'll be a little later. This is the higher point. You get a much more larger view of the scenery around the peninsula. Mount Martha in the distance, and the peninsula as a whole, or part of. You probably can't see it, but way off there, in that general direction, is the city of Melbourne. Oh, I knew a bloke called Zane. That was his first name. Do you have a graveyard near you that has some extraordinary scenery or some interesting elements to it? Let us know in the comments. I love how they put these little frameworks, this little wrought ironwork around these headstones. And the lovely thing about here is it's uneven territory, so I'm probably going to roll an ankle or a kneecap in the process. Now, with many historical records, there's always a little bit of confusion, as we learn in one of our other graveyard visits. Supposedly, there are some burials here at Dromana from the Nevada Sierra that sank or was damaged in a storm, and there were some fatalities. About 23 of the 27 or 28 crew members of that vessel back in 1900. But the details don't specify whereabouts they are, so we may find some mention around here. There's also rumoured remains of Mr John Darbyshire. Now, when you Google Mr John Darbyshire, there's a couple of him. One was an officer from World War I. I'll start again. One was an officer from World War I. Oh, this is hard work. The other was a chap that drowned falling off a pier. Again, the stories are a little vague. One tale will show him drowning after falling off a pier back in the 1890s or early 1900s. Another one states that he drowned on a rock, Darby Rock, which is off Sorrento Beach. So I still haven't confirmed which is the most accurate record. Or it may be that he was stranded on Darby Rock, which is another point for a few days. And then, many years later, as I said, drowned, being drunk and falling off a pier. But they don't state which pier that was. And as I said, this terrain is a little uneven. So this is really convenient for motorcycle boots. But Dromana Cemetery has one of the best views on the peninsula. And again, $1 million property plus, but sadly the residents don't get to enjoy it. What is this? That would be a prime candidate for a big sheet of paper and some crayons. Hillside graveyards do pose a challenge. So as we're leaving Dromana Cemetery, just a little quick update on Mr John Darbyshire. Since filming, I've been able to find a little bit more information on the man. Now apparently he was born in 1803, died 1876. He arrived in the Sorrento, Dromana area back in 1835, and he arrived from Van Diemen's Land, which implies he may have been a guest of Her Majesty's government. The document I found this in is called A Guide to Sorrento. It's a PDF file that you can download, and it's a collection of anecdotes and stories relating to the development of the area over time. Now, he spent 4 days and 3 nights on a rock out at, as I said, Sorrento Back Beach, then made his way ashore. As a result of that survival through this storm, high tide, whatever it was, they named this rock Darby Rock. Originally it was Darby Monument, then it's morphed now into Darby Rock. Now, in reference to Dromana Cemetery, interesting little point is that he was the last name on a petition submitted to local government, etc. at the time, to designate that land as a cemetery. So there's documentary evidence to have his name on this petition, and it's the last name, and he was then effectively became the first interment in the area, which is really quite interesting. A little sad, but that's the way it is. So at this stage we're approaching one of my favourite locations for some of the best coffee in the area and some great restaurants. And well, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll let you carry on with the rest of the vid. Well, that's it from me for today. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.